last night. How much is the experience for Tari and Jabari about trying to improve through Summer League or show a new coaching staff? This is what we can contribute. This is where we are in our development.
Yeah, I think it's probably a combination of both things, right? Like, guys want to show what they've been working on, all summer, but to me, it's always about getting better. Like, you got to get better each and every day. You step in the gym, you go to practice, you go to weight room, you go to training sessions, and all that stuff. So it's a continual process of always trying to get better each and every day.
So 2 games, a half a dozen practices, I'm guessing. Have you seen things that you did not see just from the video of last season?
I just wanted to come in this with a blank slate and just kind of see what I see and see what guys can do and just figure it out and get to know them and then get to know me and us and the coaching staff. And I didn't want to come in with any preconceived notions, because you guys asked some questions the other day about, like, how do you think he's been since where he's came from, and also I'm like, I just want to get to know from here and this one out. And so far I've been really pleased with not only Tari and Jabari, but everybody. I thought the entire roster, like the organization, I think everybody's really come together and just tried to, really build this thing from a training camp and all the way up till now. And I've just really liked everyone's buy-in collectively, both offensively and defensively. And I feel like the whole group has really just tried to put their best foot forward.
What do you like to see as far as leagues between rookie year and sophomore year? So obviously you have Tari Jabari, and I know you coached them their rookie year, but what are you looking for as a coach as far as leagues?
One thing that you start to see as players grow and get better is consistency. Like, what they bring from a night-to-night basis, they start to understand, like, this is how I impact the game, this is what my job is, this is what I need to execute. And once you start to see the same things on a more regular basis, that's when you really start to see that growth.
You've talked about Summer League kind of being this, like, invaluable experience. How much is it about just really getting to know these guys as people, as opposed to just like the X's and O's stuff? Because it's such a short window to really get into anything, past like some surface level, execution, offense, defense. How much is it just about to get to know these players for you, especially coming in as a brand new coach?
Oh, that's a huge part of it. That's a humongous part of what makes Summer League so important, is that we all get to work together in this close and intimate environment where we come together, we have a training camp, and then we go play games. And for, like I said, for us to get to know them as people, for them to get to know us as people, what we're about, all that stuff, I think that's a huge benefit and a really big part of why we do this.
Just watching Jay Huff, he is an older guy, but he seems to play like an older guy. Is that something he can sort of carve out a niche with, that if he comes to training camp with the Rockets, if he does, he kind of seems to know who he is, how to play? Is that something he can bring the same as somebody else brings, a talent or a skill of some sort?
Yeah, well, Jay does have skills. He can shoot, he can protect the rim, he understands what we're trying to do out there. He's been executing the defensive coverages really well, and he's been a good teammate, and he's done everything we've asked. So I think, yeah, for sure, I don't see a reason why not, because he's the guy that plays within himself and knows what he does and knows what he brings, and I think he's done a really good job.
Yeah, I wasn't meaning that as opposed to having skills. Obviously, you have to. You knock down a three like he does, or he's a good defensive player. But I meant it's like something that is almost tangible. Like, you can just say this is something he's got, that he seems to know how to play.
Yeah.
Is that's an accurate read on it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Shot blocking, Defensive Player of the Year last year in the G League. Is it more than just, hey, he's real tall? Does he bring something?
Yeah, well, shot blocking is, there's an art and the timing and the nuances to it, like the angles when you jump, understanding the type of player you have to go, try and block. How are they going to finish, or how athletic they are? Are they going to go underneath, and all those different things? And so there's skill to shot blocking. It's not just like you're tall or you jump high, like understanding what's going on out there, and he's got a real knack for it.
I asked him if he considers himself a defensive quarterback, but how are you seeing other guys also besides Jay kind of help quarterback this defense through these first 2 games? Guys like Jabari, Tari, who are trying to communicate on that end and help kind of pull the team together.
Well, yesterday, I thought defensively was one of our best games. We've got 2 games, one of our best games, but one of our best quarters was the second quarter, and I thought there's a lot of guys like Jabari, Tari. I thought Nathan really guarded. I thought Jermaine Samuels guarded. I thought Cam guarded. I thought everybody that played contributed, and we had like a physicality and a toughness and an edge, and that I was really enjoying, especially on the defensive side of the ball yesterday. So you only get that when you're switching and guarding like that, when all the guys are communicating, they're all doing it together. So.
But the guys also have to buy in, right? You talked about that being the message that Ime wants, that you guys wanted to impart on these guys.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you got to want to play defense.